Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. I, Alicia Ranjum, being the Sergeant at Arms of Karachi Toastmaster Club, welcome you all to the in number 900. It is a great milestone for the KTC. Without further ado, I would like to invite the captain of the ship, president of Karachi Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Musa Kawal.
Welcome everyone to the 900th meeting of Karachi 900 900 days, 900 meetings, and so many members. When was the last time you checked our WhatsApp group? Anyone?
No, just no.
How many members?
180.
Almost. And these are just now. So if you go back 900 meetings or maybe 20 years, how many do you think there were?
500.
Maybe, but that would be an entire district. So yes,
Optimistic.
900.
Being optimistic.
Yeah. So what did we accomplish in just in 100 meetings? We made a territorial council. We had 3 members from KTC become the district trio. We became the number one club in Region 11. We also won, 2 of our members won the video speech contest. Then we have 8 prepared speeches in every regular meeting. That is a very, very big achievement. Again, for this contest, we were Toastmaster Javan Bhatti, then second place was the Toastmaster Bhatti. Why is that?
Because every member of the team has been there.
All right. So since then, we have been celebrating every member. So, welcome everyone again to another lovely meeting. Before we move on, I'd like to take a guest introduction, and we have someone named Akash, guest Akash. So, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Um, please go ahead.
My name is Akash. I'm doing my BE in Industrial Electronics in NAD University of Engineering and Technology. I'm basically from the interior scene, doing my bachelor's in Karachi. That's all for me.
Welcome, welcome to the meeting to guest Akash, and I hope you'll stay with us and become
Thank
a
you.
member with us.
Thank you, ma'am.
And the rest of us are just members. Toastmaster, do we have any business section today?
Yes, a brief one. Okay. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. And I am here to briefly go over the section. Today's business section is another achievement because it was our first joint meeting with CA Toastmasters Club Peshawar. So it was a memorable meeting for both the clubs. And till last week, I thought that this was the first cross-division meeting in Pakistan, but it was not. As I was going over our previous achievements, I found out that we've had a combined meeting with Cloud 122 and Rawalpindi Toastmasters Club last year. But again, it was our first meeting with CA Toastmasters Club Peshawar. Uh, so these are the awards. Best Big Four went to Toastmaster Shahid Khatak from CA Peshawar. Best Evaluator, Toastmaster Hibarais Khan. Best Table Topics, Guest Brahm. Best Speaker Award, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. And Critics' Choice Best Speaker Award also went to some. So over to you, Madam President.
Thank you so much, DT and Kala. And now moving on, let's introduce our Toastmaster of the day. We all know him as the guy with a distinct intellect, but with a funny bone as well. So please welcome, in your round of applause, Toastmaster Asghar, as he will lead the meeting today.
Thank you all. Thank you, President of the club. Thank you, Toastmaster and guest. Uh, I am Asghar. I'm today going to be the Toastmaster of the evening. Um, the one thing I decided not to be a speaker today because Toastmaster Latif, I thought Toastmaster Latif might be there. And now I'm regretting why I, didn't join you as a prepared speech. Since I am out of the city, I have no choice but to be connected remotely with you today. Let's come to the main holder today, main role holder today. Our table topic master will be our president, TM Murusa Kawal, table topic evaluator, TM Latif Mansoor Ali, journal evaluator, TM Ali Ashar Anjum, and today we have facilitator with us, and I'm going to request them one by one to describe their role. Our counter today is TM Anam Kadri.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Being an R counter, my role today is to count all the R's and ums and repetitive words that are being used during the speech and the table topics.
Today, our grammarian is, DTN Talab bin Ahmed. Can you describe your role for today's meeting as grammarian?
Yes, of course. Hello, everyone. Today, I'll be playing the role of grammarian, and the grammarian's role is twofold. The first role is to highlight grammatical mistakes and suggest solutions, and secondly, to highlight good and creative usage of language. Uh, I will also be the word master of the day, and the word of the day is juggernaut. So I'll write it in the chat box, and I'm in the process of I was in the process of writing it on the flipboard before rudely interrupted by you. But I will write it. So, juggernaut is an English word, and it is of English origin as far as my research is concerned, and it means an unstoppable force. So, word of the day is juggernaut. I will keep count of how many times all the speakers use this word. All of the speakers today are encouraged to use this word. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you. And our timer today is Eba Rais Khan, if she is around. Yes, she's there. Please, Eba, describe.
Thank you, TM Asghar. Okay, as the timer, I would be making note of the entire session. I will time the entire session from when it started till when it ended, and all the three major sessions in between. The prepared speeches, the speakers, the table topic speakers, and the general evaluation. And I would be presenting my report at the very end to the audience. Thank you.
Thank you. And today is our joke master was supposed to be GQ Ghulam Kader, and he is not there. So I'll move forward.
Because he's here, the joke's on you. Come forward.
Okay,
Come forward.
so please with your joke. We are all our attention with you.
Okay, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So there was a conversation going on between a husband and wife, and the wife was asking the husband, "Did you have your lunch?" So husband started teasing the wife, "Did you have your lunch?" His wife said, "Are you copying me?" The husband said, "Are you copying me?" So now wife was very clever. And the wife said, "Let's go to shopping." Husband said, "Yes, I had my lunch."
Thank you for the job. Now let's move to the prepared speech, which is the first component of the meeting. And the prepared speech is, please let me confirm. I know Team Urusa Kamal is there, but let me confirm if Team Javed is there in the hotel with you, because I can't see in the online at least.
If he weren't there, I would have been interrupted. I would have interrupted you by now. So thankfully he is here. So
Okay, thank you, thank you. So please, our first speaker is Team Javed Bachi, but before delivering his speech, I would like to request Team Urusa Kamal to please read the objective of his speech.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Asghar. Toastmaster Javed will be giving his speech from Engaging Humor 1, Level 1, Evaluation and Feedback, second speech. The purpose of his project is to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to his second speech. So this is his second speech. And his first speech, the feedback was that he needs to improve his voice modulation. So we'll be looking out for that. So his speech title is Law of Try. The speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you, Toastmaster Javed.
Thank you, Madam President. Fellow Toastmasters, it's quiz time. Are you all ready for some quiz?
Yes, we are.
I am going to ask a couple of questions. I hope you don't answer this. Do you know about the law of gravity? Anybody, just a raise of hand. You all know you are so smart. And do you know about the law of motion? Well, I have to try harder this time. So final question, do you know about the law of try? Well, we humans, we know very little about this law of try. Whereas, on the other hand, this law is very well known and very well practiced into the animal kingdom. But don't feel neglected. We humans, we consider ourselves supreme creation. And how can our creator ignore us in this area, in this very important area? Well, we are also blessed and gifted with this natural law of try. Have you ever noticed a child when he's trying to take the first step in his life? What he does? He grabs onto something and he tries to stand up on his feet. As he tries to take that first step, he falls down. And the mother cries, "No, my son, don't do that. You will fall down, you will hurt yourself." But the kid, he doesn't listen to his mother. What he does? He tries again and again and again until he's able to finally take that first step. When the lions go out for prey, only once out of 4 times they are actually able to catch their prey. This is the success rate of a king of the jungle, but the king doesn't mind that at all. What he does? He increases the rate of his effort with equal proportion. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, not all the arrows will find their targets, and not all the bullets will reach their aims, and not all the climbers will climb up to the peak of K2 or Everest. Most of the rain will fall into the ocean, not on the ground. 70% of the tree seeds will be eaten by birds even before they are planted. And more than half of the fish eggs into the ocean will be eaten by other fishes even before they are hatched. I went to a jungle safari a few years ago, and I had a guide. His name was Mugembo, and he was a juggernaut. He was a character. Mugembo asked me, "Sir, which animal would you like to see today?" I said, "I like that question, Mugembo. I would like to see chimpanzee, and not just any chimpanzee. I want to see a chimpanzee which is heartbroken and rejected. Maybe a chimpanzee who's sitting in a corner of a jungle, crying his heart out, maybe smoking or drinking to ease his pain away if that is allowed in your country." And Mr. Mugembo looked at me with those strange eyes and he said, "Why have you come to Africa? Why don't you go and watch a Bollywood movie instead? You'll find your answer there." He said, "In jungle, the laws are different. Here, if the animal fails to do anything, He doesn't make fuss about it. What he does, the lions and leopards, when they fail, they don't go on strike. They don't go on strike as to why 3/4 of our efforts are a failure. This is only done by the humans. Have you ever seen a stressed out zebra or a depressed rhino? Have you ever seen a complaining tree or a whining plant? What does a man do? A man slaps his face, tear down his clothes. Depression takes over him. He whines and cries all the time. And he says, I am a loser because I have failed. Oh, yes, you are a loser, but only when you quit. You are a loser when you decide not to attempt for the 5th time, for the 10th time, for the 100th times. You are a loser when you take off your gloves. You are a loser when you throw away your weapons and deny yourself the chance to pursue your dreams. Fellow Toastmasters, this universe is under the influence of this law of continuous effort. This universe is under this law. And this law is effective, even if we don't like it. Many people don't like the law of gravity, but they don't go onto the 20th floor and jump out from there. They either learn to fly or walk on the ground. As the recent world champion of public speaking said, the victory is not in the result. The victory is in the try, my friend. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Javed Bhatti, for this excellent speech. I know TM Ghulam Kader is there as evaluator. Please let me know if Velaram is available in the hall.
Yes, Velaram is also here.
Oh, so then without much ado, I would like to request the TM Ghulam Kader to please read the objective of the speech, TM Velaram, so that he can come and deliver his speech. Over to you, Ghulam Kader.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, how many of you would like to know how to stay positive today? Every one of us. So today, our juggernaut Toastmaster Velaram Megawar, will deliver a speech on Stay Positive. He's delivering this speech from the Pathway Presentation Mastery. The level is 2. And the objective of the speech is the member to deliver speech with awareness of intentional, unintentional body language, as well as to learn, practice, and refine how he or she uses non-verbal communication when delivering a speech. Good luck to you, Velaram. Thank you.
Keep your thought positive because your thought become your word. Keep your word positive because your word become your behavior. Keep your behavior positive because your behavior become your habits. Keep your habits positive because your habits become your values. Keep your values positive because your value become your destiny. Mahatma Gandhi. Hello, Toastmaster and distinguished guest. Good evening. I think you all are well aware about this topic, that is stay positive. I just want to share with you and my some experiences. I have observed many people in our society. The people who are positive thinker, they always remain happy and calm. When I started my first job after my graduation, I saw one person in my organization who always seems so happy and with a smile face. Even in our organization, everyone will like him. I also followed and observed him. its attitude, its behavior with others. One. And finally, I could not control myself. I met with him and asked the happy, asked the how you are happy always, and what are the reason behind of it. And start and initially he laughed a lot. It's very simple. He hold up my hand for a while at time, and then he moved, just put up the hand in my shoulder and whisper just said that, well, Aram, be a positive. Your attitude and your behavior always be a good to everyone and every situation. Sure, you ultimately be energetic and be a positive. I was in touch with them for a few years and I have learned good habits from that person. He always used to say that never be a judgmental and don't use and don't pass any negative comments to anybody, yeah, about anyone. He always said that please leave your office on the time and give your enough time to your family, your best friend, your colleagues, and don't compare yourself with anyone, because everyone have its own personality, its own status. He always said that please be whatever you have been blessed with the grace of God, please accept it in and and be thankful of God. And the help to the needy person, really you feel peace. Really, I have adopted and implemented some good habits, and I have felt so much energetic and positive. And I also learned many more good habits through motivational books and through my experiences. I just want to share with you to think positive and stay positive, and be sincere with yourself, with your mission, with your goals. Do exercise on a regular basis. Do a meditation in the early morning, just for your inner peace. And love your mother and father, especially as you can, as much as you can. Do you know our prophet Muhammad rightly said that the heaven is under the feet of our mothers? Then why we are wandering here and there just for Jannat, and to help the needy one and the poor one who really needs your support? Our grandparents always used to say that God has sent us on the earth just to support others, to help the others. If anybody is just fulfilling their anticipation and animal. So I just want to, I know you all are there, but I always suggest to my colleagues and my friends in every situation be a positive.
Hello, everyone, and just to report that, yeah, there is some connectivity issue, so apologies for that.
I'm available now. I think
Before we move on,
I think this connectivity issue is from your side, right?
yes, exactly. The hotel's network cannot match the network that you have in Quetta. So uh, just for a few minutes, because we have our division director A, DTM Atif Irfan, who has joined us. So DTM Atif, you have been so close to so many of us. So we love it if you share your thoughts at this 900th meeting.
Thank you very much. And you very rightly said that I am so close to you that I am just feeling that I am having 900 meeting of my own club. And I am a part of this club. It's my misfortune that I couldn't ever be a part of that meeting, but I am always very close to your hearts. I am always very close to you. And I always look forward to be a part of that meeting. I am waiting for that great day. But okay, all thanks to COVID and all thanks to Zoom that we are together on this great day, on this 900th meeting. But I am waiting for that day. I keep on coming to Karachi and I'll schedule according to your plan so that I come and meet you all. And that will be a great day in my life. And overall, I see Karachi Toastmasters Club as greatest clubs in our country. And we are all proud of KTC in District 122 because what we see here is a great progress, novel ideas, so many things that many clubs, I tell them to adopt these things and we learn a lot of things from KTC. We are always proud of you. We are proud of you and all the best for upcoming meetings. Thank you. Over to you, DTM Talha. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you so much, DTM Atif, for your kindness. Please try to stay with us as long as possible. And the charge is now back to our toast. Yeah. What happened? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So charge is back now to our Toastmaster of the day, who is incidentally present right now in my hometown, Quetta, all the way from there. So Toastmaster Asghar, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, DTM Tala, and thank you, DTM Atif, for sharing your ideas. We are really looking forward of your physical participation in at least 1 hour meeting in near future. Thank you. So, TM Ali Asnan, the stage is yours. Please describe the objective of the speech of Mr. TM Ali Asharanjum. TM Ali Asharanjum.
Thank you, Toastmaster Asghar. Today, I'll be evaluating Toastmaster Ali Ashar Anjum, and he will be presenting his project that is Engaging Humor Level 3, Engage Your Audience. And his speech title is probably missing from the agenda. Let's have the speech title and the speech itself from Toastmaster Ali Ashar Anjum. All the best. Over to you. Thank you.
Okay, my speech title is The Annoying Agents. The Annoying Agents. Okay. Toastmaster, another, can you please stand? Yeah. Okay. Should I start? Yeah. Since last 2 centuries, humans are investing so they can go to the moon and explore the universe. But Toastmasters, do you know the same experiment have been done by the aliens 1,000 years ago, and they sent the juggernauts, the social agents who are here to make our life miserable. Who they are? We all have relatives. In our wonderful life, we have wonderful relatives, and they seems to be very good, but they are not. So today I am going to decipher the 3 characteristics of those juggernauts who are making our life miserable. Number one, the first thing they have is their timing. They know when to target. They have specific ages. At the age of 17, they will ask you about your future. And they will say to you, at the age of 17, George Washington was the surveyor, and you don't know how to speak to make his wish true. I speak and said that at your age, President George Washington was the president of United States of America, and you are not even convinced me. So after that, I was the rudest boy in the family because I speak. At that time, I was not a Toastmaster. The journey goes on. The second target time at the age of 24 to 25. This is your age of marriage. At your age, I have 2 sons and now I have 11. And then, as I am a Toastmaster now, so I speak again. And I say oh, so that is the reason that in 1990s, the fertility rate of Pakistan is 9 children per female, and you are above the average. So congratulations. And then my rudeness was engrossed in the whole family. Their second characteristic is they know the secret of millionaires. What is that secret? To solve a problem, first create a problem. So I still remember 4 years ago, I was a thin and a smart boy, and I am still smart. My auntie tell to my mother, oh, your boy is so weak. Might be he is battling with some disease. And my mom take it too seriously. And now, in 4 years, I reach around 75 to 80 kg. So, and now, when that very auntie saw me, she said that you are fat. So you cannot satisfy because those are the annoying agents and the juggernauts. You cannot, because they are plotted by the aliens to make your life miserable. These are the people who will say after overeating, eating that food is not good. These are the people who makes comment on the race, age, color, and the financial status of your spouse. And then you have to bear them. So, these juggernauts are well planned. They should take seriously. We have to plan something for them. And the best plan is to ignore them. So, Toastmasters, stay safe. COVID will go one day, but these astronauts never. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Ali Anjum, for this powerful speech. I think there must be a juggernaut who is forcing us to use the word of the day so frequently by so many speakers. Let's come to the next speaker, and let me know if Saad Shoaib is available in physical hall because he's not there. Okay. So our last speaker is Saad Shoaib, and Saad Shoaib will going to be evaluated by TM Javed Bhatti. So I would like to request Javed Bhatti to please read the objective of his speech and invite him for this speech.
Toastmaster Saad Shoaib. I'm excited by the speech title already. Obsolete must go. Toastmaster Saad Shoaib is delivering his project number 2 from Pathway.
Same as
Engaging Human. The purpose of his project is for the member to practice the skill needed to connect with an unfamiliar audience. Obsolete must go, and the speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you, Toastmaster Saad Shoaib.
well. What is this?
Paper. Blank white paper.
Paper.
What
Paper.
belongs
Paper.
to
White pepper.
This is the ashes of trees.
Okay. This is a thing which actually can tell that either one person is more smarter than the other person. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, we live in a age, in a world where if a person gets one thing just 2 minutes earlier, that person is more smarter, is more smart than the other person who can understand that thing 2 minutes late. We live in a world where you are taught to not to understand the things. You are taught to memorize the things. That A B C D. Why is that A B C D? We won't ask, but A B C D. We have we have we have totally we have totally we have totally we have totally got it. In in this room, many of us must have childrens or even other siblings who are in 10, 11, 12. Anyone? Okay, thank you very much for that. Let's just go on with it. No argument there. So those people are taught XP, are taught XP, are taught obsolete things with an iPhone or an Android in their pockets. So how can you match that gap? They are being taught absolutely things that are of no use. Moving on, we're always taught to find X. Let's find X. But in life, when you find the X that's not quite good for 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 all of us. Mostly that is. But now, now my now my now my own experience. That is, uh, I I did my first internship in the year 2018 in my when I was about to pass my bachelor's. So those uh, two two so those two 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 so those 2 years of internship taught me a lot about how the world works, how how the ju- the juggernauts of the market actually actually what they ask from a person. So that's why I was able to find good good a good opportunity after my bachelor, but not 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 everyone can not everyone can walk on this path. After their bachelors, they face immense 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 is immense issues with in the market because they don't know what the market wants. So my point is not that education is not okay. It is extremely important, but education, like everything, education needs to adapt. Education needs to needs to needs to evolve because else we'll be just making we'll be just making we'll be just making we'll be just making just making just making just making just making the 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 robots. So finally a piece of paper cannot cannot decide my future. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Saad Shoaib, for, as usual, an excellent speech. May I know the smartest man among us, Majid, present in the hall?
Yes, he is.
Okay, thank you. So the next speaker is TM Naveed Aslam, somewhere away from Karachi. And TM Naveed Aslam will be evaluated by the smartest man, Majid Akhtar. TM Majid Akhtar, you are requested to kindly come in the stage and describe the objective of the speech of TM Naveed Aslam.
Good evening, everyone. I'm reading the instructions for the Toastmaster. Select any four of the five roles and assign each to a club member who will attend the meeting. If possible, communicate the form to the respective members who will be participating in the activity. The speaker should not know which members will participate. At the meeting, explain the purpose of the project to all attendees. I can't see the time duration here. Time duration is?
It's 10 to 15 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes. Over to the meeting Toastmaster. Should I start? Can I start?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, you can.
We all, as Pakistanis, got impacted because of the high prices of essential commodities, adverse movement of exchange rate, or indirect taxes. That's a layman way of defining how the economy is progressing or how the government of the day is handling the economy. But that's not all. Let's look at how we as a nation have started our economic journey, where we are, what went wrong, and what doesn't went wrong. So fellow Toastmasters, when we have started in August 1947, we were a nation of 30 million highly energetic patriots. Out of those 30 million, 80% of them were farmers. Very few wealthy landlords or industrialists. At that time, financial and business professionals were mostly Hindus and they migrated to India. What we got over a period of time is another 6 million very poor peasants who left all their implements behind.
Amazing speech, mate.
Can you please come close to the mic so that I can hear?
Yeah, I was just commenting on Toastmaster Ali Ranjan's speech.
I would appreciate if you come close to the mic so that I can hear and ask your queries. And if you have any question, can you please list it down so that I can answer post my speech? So, okay, I can't hear. So let me continue. On the industry, we had just 16 cotton mills as compared to 800 in India. It was really a difficult situation, and start was shaky. But fellow Toastmasters, when I look at now, 2017 data, Pakistan is the 40th largest economy in the world. At the time of independence, we could not even feed 30 million people. Now, we not only feed 180 million people, but we also export rice, wheat, cotton. Our average growth in the last 7 decades averages around 5%. In 1960, late 1970s and 1980, we were growing faster by 2% than regional average. We emerged as leading producer of cotton textiles. We set up fertilizers, cement, automobile. We bring vast area into cultivation through Mangla and Tharbela, and we improve the network of our roads. Above seems very impressive, right? But it is not. There are serious problems.
Excuse me, Professor Navid, I think so that fact is wrong.
Could you come close to the mic so that I can hear you?
I think that fact is wrong.
All right, so I'd appreciate if you could correct me. This is taken from the World Bank data, so I'm sorry if you find this wrong, but I've taken this fact out from the World Bank data. So let me continue, and I'll take answers at the end of my speech. I'd appreciate if you could list down. So moving on to the setbacks or the problems that we had. The largest setback is that as a nation, we were very weak in developing our Human Development Index and the quality of our state institutions. We had episodic growths and we never grew at an equal pace. There were inconsistencies and lack of continuity on economic policies. We couldn't collect taxes, resulting in a vicious circle of fiscal deficit wherein we had to go to the multilateral institutions time and again. Our agriculture doesn't pay any taxes. That is because of the design of the political system and because of the large sway those landlords had on our political offices. Last but not the least, the juggernaut corruption. It actually is spread into not only in the political offices, but into economy, resulting in really bad situation wherein you had safe havens, shortcuts, but nothing for the entrepreneur. So with pain, we are now compared with the least developed economies of Africa. Our growth rate is the slowest in the region. At the end, I would suggest 3 items which, if we work on, can improve the situation. We have to build trust on the system and make our institutions strong. Political parties need to do 3 things. Number 1, they have to root out corruption. They have to do a charter of democracy and agree on the continuity of economic policies. And third, we have to diversify our exports. And we need to embrace the knowledge economy. Any question? Actually, there's a lot of disturbance.
Toastmaster Naveed Aslam. Actually, I just searched the World Bank website and I didn't find any reference there on that website you mentioned. So can you please exactly tell me where the data is coming from?
Yeah, sure. So it is a ranking of the GDP. And if you just search that, you will find in 2017 Pakistan as 40th number in terms of the GDP. Javed, I can't hear you, or anyone else for that matter.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
So if that's enough, that's it all. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Or open to questions if you have any.
Does anybody have question?
TM Naveed, apart from World Bank's website, did you consider or refer to any other sources for your speech?
Yes, I did. Thank you very much for this question, TM Hiba. I have consulted a book written by Dr. Ishat Hussain, Governing the Ungovernable. And the chapter on Pakistan economy, I did refer to it because it is based on research, and the evidence comes out from all the reliable sources, which is World Bank, IMF, and a very prominent economist.
Okay, thank you.
Please feel free to ask any questions or comments that you have.
Toastmaster Naveed, thank you for this informative speech. You were making some 3 important points towards the end. If you wouldn't mind repeating them, please.
Sorry, please come again.
I believe you were making some important points about solutions to some of these problems with our economy.
That's correct. That's
Could
correct.
you just repeat those 3 points, if you would mind?
Right. So the first one, actually, it's very difficult to pinpoint any solution. So I have tried to put 3 items. One is that we have to build trust on the system, and we have to make our institutions strong, state institutions strong. Number 2 is around revolves around our political system. That is number 1, that we have to political parties need to agree on charter of economy, and they need to contain corruption. Plus, they need to agree on continuity of the economic policies. The third is we have been for so long, we have been debating this, that we need to increase our exports, but only on textiles. We need to diversify that. We need to embrace the knowledge economy as well. So these are the 3. I understand that these may not be enough, but I think these are the ones which covers almost 70 to 80% of it.
Thank you very much for these top 3. I'm sure there are more, but thank you so much.
Thank you.
And one more question, TM Naveed. One more question. Okay.
Toastmaster, that's actually, and for everyone's benefit, actually, this project was called Dealing with a Difficult Audience, and we were being the difficult audience. The roles were pre-assigned. So please, anyone don't think that we were rudely interrupting Toastmaster Naveed. Actually, that was the project. But what it is not the Q&A project. So I would suggest to stop with the questions here and share the questions in a private chat for anyone, so that we can get to the next speech. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thanks.
Thank you, DTM Tala. Thank you, DTM Tala, for removing my misgiving. I really thought that you are so unrude to an innocent speaker. But the way, the speaker dealt him very excellently, I think that was one of the objectives of his speech. So coming to the last speech now. Last speech is by Ali Hasnain, but the evaluator of Ali will be Naveed Aslam. Naveed Aslam, will you please describe the objective of his speech and invite him on the stage for for delivering his speech?
TM Ali Hasnan will be giving his speech on engaging humor level 3, engaging your audience with humor. So over to you, TM Ali Hasnan.
Okay.
Out of 21.
So, Ali, I think it's really you deserve this topic because I've observed you. The speaker for an important event is late. You are invited to open the event and fill a few minutes until the speaker arrives. Now you are on the stage. I am your speaker, but unfortunately I'm late. And you are supposed to engage the audience till my arrival, and they don't know I'm late.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. And here we are, every one of us waiting for the gem we have, the winner of evaluation contest. We are all waiting for him. Unfortunately, he's late. But you know what? This is another form of learning curve. Ever wondered how he made it to this level? Ever wondered how he reached this level of public speaking? Well, if you ask me, the thing I observed in him and the key ingredient to the recipe of being a great public speaker, it is regularity. Trust me, this person has been one of the most regular Toastmasters of Karachi Toastmasters Club. And even when I look back at my journey, I see that the journey that started from speaking for hardly 20 seconds in table topic and then making the path up the ladder step by step, now reaching to the runner-up position. The key ingredient has been same. That is the regularity, and then everything comes later. If you want to reach that same level of our gem, our chief guest, that will be here in just a few moments. You have to make sure that you attend the Toastmasters meetings regularly. You are part of it. You take the rules, speeches, and evaluation. That is the key. And now here I see him approaching the stage. Everyone, the guests, the members, the distinguished Toastmasters, in your big round of applause, we welcome the Toastmaster. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you. So the second list, and please also use me as an example in the second speech also. You know, it's really flattering to be here. My name were there. You are unexpectedly won an award or other recognition. You are asked to say a few words. Let's say you have won the world champion of Toastmasters, and you are immediately asked to come forward and say a few words.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Ever wondered what is your biggest fear? Ever wondered what is your biggest fear? Well, if I look back to the last 2 years, I see that one of the top 3 has been public speaking. I would find every big reason to avoid the public. But then I never gave up. The reason I made it to the top of Toastmaster community, not in just Karachi, not just in Pakistan, but in the world, the reason has been just one. I stood tall, I stood broad. I'm sure many of you either started from this or are starting it from the same level. If you want to have the same shield in your hand, the top of Toastmaster shield, the world championship, the only thing you have to have is the courage to speak. Starting it from the table topic, making it to the contest, and then to the international level. That is what I did. I would like to thank all of you for being the supporter of me from the beginning of the journey, the members, the guests, the mentorship program, and the videos of all the public speakers that I used. I am grateful to all of you for being a part of it. And if you want to, if you want to go to the same level of public speaking, just follow the same steps, stand tall and broad, attend the meetings, and I'm sure the next year will be yours. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, dear. It's a really good speech, and I'm sorry I was not aware about this whole plan of and my responsibility towards you, but you could have used me in your last speech as a Asgar as a role model, you know. But anyway, thank you very much. Thank you.
Maybe next time. Thank you.
Okay, so dear Toastmasters, we are about to reaching in the end of the first segment, which is a prepared speech. Now, our second segment is table topic masters, and today our table topic master is none other than our very own President TM Urusa Kamal. So I would.
But Toastmaster Asghar, thank you for providing me with an opportunity to interrupt you. You were doing so well. I was struggling to find it, but thank you. So just one thing, you need to ask the timer for qualification and then ask for votes. Thank you.
My apologies. My apologies. So please, timer, have all prepared speakers qualified?
Okay. Yes, majority of them have qualified. I'll just briefly announce the timings for the speaker. The first one was TM Javed Bhatti. His time is 5 minutes 15 seconds. TM Velaram 5 minutes 55 seconds. TM Ali Ashar Anjum 6 minutes 18 seconds. TM Saad Shoaib. I think he's TM. Sorry, the time is 7 minutes 32 seconds, and TM Naveed Aslam 9 minutes 22 seconds. So he's also qualified, but and TM Ali Hasnan Babar, the first impromptu speech. Sorry, Toastmasters and guests, I couldn't time it properly, but I've roundabout timed it to 2 minutes. The second one was around 1 minute and 45 seconds. So that's about it. TM Shad Shoaib is just disqualified by 2 seconds if the president allows that he can be wavered off.
I think we again lost beach luxury.
Yes.
Let them come back.
Okay, sorry. So Toastmaster, we can count him, right? Two seconds. Oh, okay. So the vote counter is disqualified, and he will feel great joy. He has already floated the form. So everyone, please vote, and over to you, Toastmaster. Internet is horrible here.
This is the first segment. Actually, I wanted to say bye-bye and wanted to invite table topic master TM Urusa Kamal, and I just wanted to be away for a few minutes. So stage is yours, TM Urusa.
Okay. Yeah. So you table topics master, or maybe announce these first. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Everyone. Before we start with the table topics section, we will do something of a special ceremony here. We will, as has been promised since last so many meetings, finally the day has come, and we are actually giving trophies to our contest winners. So I will invite Toastmaster Kamal to the virtual stage, and yes. Yeah. So everyone, these are the trophies that will be given away today. And guess what? Those of you who are not physically present here, we may think twice about giving you your trophies. So next time, think before missing out on an in-person meeting. Okay, so we have our president Toastmaster Isa here, and our first contest was the table topic speech contest. Table topics. So we will be giving out the awards for tall tales first, and forgive me for not remembering. I need to consult the list simply because I did not compete. So, okay. So, our third place winner for tall tales is Toastmaster. And our second place winner is Toastmaster Anand Kalpi. Was
DTM, we can't view here properly. It's just like blank screen.
Okay, now can you hear me? Now can you hear me?
Now
can you see?
The screen, no.
We cannot see the screen.
Okay.
The camera is off, I believe. I'm not sure.
My camera is on. Okay, let's start the video right here. Okay, I hope now everybody can see Toastmaster Rusa.
Yes, we can see from Karachi Toastmasters Club account.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. So Toastmaster Rusa, please award free to Toastmaster Fundamental. Yeah, again. Toastmaster Latif, please acknowledge the receipt of your trophy. Okay, then we had our okay. We have the evaluation speech contest. For evaluation speech contest, our second place winner is Toastmaster Babar. Have you received your trophy?
No, haven't received. Will come next week, inshallah, for this.
Okay. But I got your name right?
Yeah. This time, yeah.
Okay. Consider that the trophy.
No. Trophy ka amanat hai. Amanat is with you.
DTM, you said Babar.
Our first place. Okay, now comes the big one, which is the International Speech Contest. And because third place, her mother is here to receive the trophy. Yeah, whenever she comes, we will award her the trophy. The second place winner was Toastmaster Anand Kalpi. I don't know why. Again, I repeat, I don't know why this, because it's why me? I have never won an international speech contest. Okay. So everyone, this special trophy is the third place trophy. So this represents a podium finish on an international stage by yet another member of Karachi Toastmasters Club for the second consecutive year. So Toastmaster Javed, since you won the contest this time too, obviously your speech will be going to compete. So Toastmaster Javed, please come here and receive. Our internet is once again wreaking havoc, but I don't know whether we can see. But everyone, please take a good photograph. And yeah, I'm giving this to you. Don't forget. Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah. Okay. So once again, congratulations, and it is such a matter of pride for us that for the second consecutive year, a KTC member has brought this honor to Pakistan. So congratulations once again.
DTM video.
Okay. This is okay. Okay, just a second.
So let's get a special.
Please repeat. Yeah, please repeat the project. Okay. Now are we visible? Yeah. Okay. Just a second. Yeah. Just a second. Now. Yeah. Just hold it back. Okay.
So
I'd like to get.
So this is a special award to DTM Praha for achieving the distinguished status twice and for relentlessly and having a relentless commitment and outstanding contribution to the club. From the club, from every member of the club to DTM Praha. So this is a special trophy, a special award to DTM Praha for achieving the distinguished status twice and for relentlessly and having a relentless commitment and outstanding contribution to the club. From the club, from every member of the club to DTM Praha.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. But trust me when I say this, that the club's achievements are the achievements of the member. Without club's achievements, there is no achievement. And even if I got the DTM trophy twice, that was because dozens of people listened to my speeches, dozens evaluated me. Quite a few people approved my projects, and several people assisted me in forming teams that got me through my DTM projects. So it literally takes dozens of people for one person to achieve DTM. So once again, this is also the achievement that Toastmasters community has found. Thank you so much. Club's achievements are achievements of members. Without club's achievements, there is no achievement. And even if I got the DTM trophy twice, that was because dozens of people listened to my speeches, dozens evaluated me. Quite a few people approved my projects, and Several people assisted me in forming teams that got me through my DTM projects. So it literally takes dozens of people for one person to achieve DTM. So once again, this is also the achievement of Toastmasters community. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm honored. And I believe Toastmasters So we are honored to call on the stage Toastmaster Mariam, Toastmaster Mariam's mother. Toastmaster Mariam happens to be our club's best. She is perhaps the one member who has won the Best Speaker Award the most times. And she was also the first winner of Critics' Choice Best Speaker Award when we started the award last year. So she is an inspiration to many members of the club. You won't believe how many people have asked Toastmaster Mariam to mentor them. But, and yes, I mean it, but unfortunately, she has very little time, and even then she achieves incredible things. So this trophy is just one minor acknowledgement of the true contribution that she has made to this club. We welcome Toastmaster Mariam's mother, Stephen Coffey.
Table topics. First one, right? Yes.
And also secured the second position in the table topic. So once again, congratulations.
All right, so let's resume with our regular meeting, and we have the table topics now. As you all know, the table topics minimum time is 1 minute, maximum time is 2 minutes 30 seconds, and our timer will be noting every minute. So today I will be starting a story, and you guys have 1 minute to 2 minutes to add your part into the stories. So I will give you the beginning, and you keep on adding whatever you have to that story. And we'll keep on adding and keep on creating, writing that story. All right. So here's the start. It was a beautiful morning, cloudy and sunny. There was a man in a room. He got up, looked out of the window, and what did he see? 900 people standing outside his room, all doughy eyed, looking up at him. Who was that man? DTM Kala. He looked out of his room and he saw 900 people standing outside. He must have had a plan. What did he do? Toastmaster Majid. Word of the day is juggernaut.
So the moment that incident took place, DTM Dalla looked outside, 900 people. He initially went a little confused, but he then tried to make the best use of the situation. He got himself out of the room and he introduced himself as a groom. He said that I am a single man. He thought that since there is a lot of crowd, since there's huge rush of people, so his wife won't be able to catch him. So he actually tried making use of the situation because last night he had a great fight in which he was in fact told that he is not much better in speaking the much good his wife is. So there was this huge competition going on. So DTM Tala, after having a long fight, he had to fell asleep. But in the morning when he woke up, so he saw that crowd and he said, no, man, this is an opportunity to run away from that life.
Again, we lost collection.
So
Yes.
next was
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Majid. So the crowd was yelling, and Toastmaster Imran Raza. Toastmaster Imran Raza. Crowd was yelling. The word of the day is
Just to confirm, everybody can see and hear the stage, right?
Yes, but we are frequently losing you for a few seconds.
Hello. Yeah. Can you see and hear the stage, right?
Yes. Now, yes.
So I just miss out the story why the crowd was yelling. Because I was busy with my start from the crowd was yelling. Crowd was yelling. But I can't imagine something like this with Gigi and Tala. Why the crowd was yelling. Maybe his wife was there in the crowd. Maybe he has ignored words or maybe wishes go for shopping or like that. Or maybe she has planned this event. Maybe she has got so much awards and she was excited about it. Maybe she was asking for a lunch and he ignored it. It can be many things. Yeah. But finally, DJ Salha also got the award. So he was happy. And he yelled himself. He said that, why you are yelling at me? Then someone in the crowd says, DTM Talha, there is a bomb inside your room. That happened. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Imran. There is a bomb inside your room. Online, Toastmaster Noreen, can you hear me?
Yes, Toastmaster Rusa.
So there is a bomb inside your room. Would you carry on the story, please? The word of the day is Jafna.
Okay. So it was suddenly announced there was a bomb inside my room. So I was very much horrified and was thinking about that how can I get rid of this and how I can tackle the situation. Instantly, I tried actually to find out where the bomb is actually located. I was rushing here and there to find out where it is so that I could call some fire extinguisher or someone who actually deal with this, who can actually I can say the word bomb. I call immediately. I called in 112 so for the rescue, so that the 112 rescue team would come and help me out from this situation. In the meantime, I just opened up my eye and came to know it was just a dream. Over to you, ma'am, table topic master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Noreen. So we started with BTF Dalha, and then we found out that it was just a dream in Toastmaster Noreen. True, the bomb was a dream. So now who else would be? Toastmaster Bakar. It was just a dream. The bomb was just a dream.
The bomb was just a dream. And DTM Talha is
It's still there.
Okay, it's still there. So when DTM Talha knew the fact that it was just dream, so the 900 people suddenly disappeared. And now DTM Talha knew that when he was inside that dream, so that the situation that was he was watching is just because of the dream. But now he was able to see a single person outside his room. So the splash of that moment came into his eyes, that out of those 900, a single person is still stand there. And after properly opening his eyes, he saw his wife struggling with the kids to let their papa realize that the kids are going late for school, and he also had to go his office. So after realizing, DTM Talha, who often used to see these type of dreams, now decided that he would not watch horror movies in television or in real life. Over to Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bakar. Guest Muiz, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
All right. So DTM Talha would not watch movies. Could you carry on the story, please? The word of the day is juggernaut.
Governor?
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut.
Yes.
So if TJM, I forgot his name, would not watch the movie, will probably be sleeping or working, probably. It's actually really new for me, and it's the first time I'm presenting myself. I'm speaking, actually. So I'm kind of learning from you guys and trying to understand how things work here. So I'm sorry if I'm unable to say what I should be saying. As we go, yeah, as we go ahead, I will be able to speak more. Return to you.
All right. Thank you so much, guest Muiz. Okay, moving on, we'll have the last speaker, Toastmaster Imran Rana. Would you like to finish this speech?
Yes.
Would you like to finish the story?
Why don't we invite Talha and Hamid to conclude the climax?
I think it's the David topics.
Toastmaster Imran, please finish the story. Tell us why DTM Talha would not watch you.
Okay.
The word of the day is juggernaut.
Hello, Toastmasters and guests. A very good evening. Why was Talha not able to watch the movies? Because it was Monday night and he has to, next day, he has a board meeting to attend. So that's why his wife tried to convince him, let's watch the movie. Then suddenly his mind, he was constantly thinking about, I have to attend the board meeting and I cannot watch the movie. So plan it next for next Saturday or Sunday. But with that reason, he could not able to watch the movie. And where were we? So the next day, Toastmaster Talha wakes up, and when he opens the door, he saw 900 people, 900 board members were opening their arms and welcoming Toastmaster Talha and Hamid. Yes, please come. We are waiting for you. You are already late, and now you have to give the report about your findings. And if we find it correctly, then we will try to give you movie tickets for Saturday movies so that you can go with your family to attend and watch your favorite movie. If not, then either our way or either the highway. So over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Imran, for that wonderful conclusion. With that, the table topic session is Over to you, Toastmaster.
Board's time.
Oh, yes. Are we, is every speaker qualified?
Yes,
Yes.
all the speakers are qualified. And
All right.
10 minutes in accordance with the TMM runners as well. Except for, I would say, the guest, Muiz Mansoor Ali, he was below 1 minute. That he spoke around for like 52 seconds. The other speakers, I'll just call out the individual times quickly. TM Majid Akhtar, 1 minute 25 seconds. TM Imran Raza, 1 minute 18 seconds. TM Noreen Fatma, 1 minute 8 seconds. TM Bakar Razak, 1 minute 28 seconds. Guest Muiz, as I said, it was below 1 minute 52 seconds. And TM Imran Rana, 1 minute 31 seconds. That's it.
All right. Since guest Muiz excused himself, so we just continue. What are we doing?
Yeah.
All right. So
It's okay.
since guest Muiz excused himself, we'll not put him into the voting. All right. So please put it, we'll ask the voter to float the votes, and please vote for the best speaker. And with that, over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. Thank you for the session. I think these 900 people might be want a vaccine because they know from the reliable sources that the Talal bin Ahmed purchased Sputnik 5 from Grey Market and he is just trying to sell it on laboratories. That is one of the possibility. But you know, now this is my time to come into his home and knock his door. This is now we have come to our last session with after the end of this story and the table topic session. The next session is journal evaluation, and journal evaluation will be led by a journal evaluator. And today our journal evaluator is none other than TM Ali Ashar Anjum. So I would like to request Ali Ashar Anjum to please take the stage and continue the third and last segment of today's meeting. Over to you. I think we again lost beach luxury.
Okay. Okay, so let's proceed to our last segment, and that is evaluation. So without further delay, I would like to call the evaluator of our first speaker, Toastmaster Javed Bashir, and our evaluator is Toastmaster Rusa Kawar. Over to you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Toastmaster Javed was giving his speech from Engaging Humor, and his speech was supposed to be an evaluation of first speech. So I must say you spoke with a lot of assurance on the topic, and you used examples to get your point across, and you used humor and as what I would suggest as an improvement in your speech was that your speech had a motivation. So in giving your speech, you seem to be taken by it yourself, which led to you using excessive. So maybe you could tone down that. Along with that, you had to do voice modulation. At times, you were moving on voice modulation, but you usually speak on a high pitch. That is not USP. So coming down a little lower is something you can work on. I feel when you come down a little lower, that is what it is. So maybe this is something you can work on. Other than that, I really love the way you activated the whole content, examples, multiple examples, fun content. So all that, it was a wonderful package. And best of luck for next week. Over to you, General.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rusa Kawar, for your wonderful and precise evaluation. Now let's move towards our next evaluator, the melodious Toastmaster Toastmaster Gulam Kadir, and who is going to evaluate the speech, Stay Positive, of Toastmaster Megwar Velaram. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests. Toastmaster Vedara Megwar, I saw your icebreaker in one of the rooms at the Beach Luxury. And from the very first day, I saw a passionate Toastmaster in you. You always spoke your heart out. You always spoke with your passion, determination, and full of energy. So today your topic was to stay positive. And you really made us to stay positive with it as well. The content was superb, excellent. The way you started with the motivational quotes, it was amazing. One line which I really liked about it, don't pass any negative comments about anyone. That is the key to stay positive. The way you explained regarding your friend who told you this comment, and the way you took us through your speech as to what are the other steps to stay positive. And you explained us, like, in order to stay positive, we have to do meditation. You even quoted one of the hadiths, and that came directly to our heart. That love your parents, because the heaven lies beneath the feet of your mother. Yes, there are always some area of improvements. Since the project was about body language, effective body language, your body language needs some improvement. You started off with your hands claps together. Keep your body easy, focused, let it go loose. No worries about that. You will get hold of it. So I observed it that you were moving on just one spot. Maybe I'm also moving on this one spot, and I've observed many of the speakers moving on one single spot, maybe because of that we have to manage the online audience as well as the physical audience as well over here. So I think that may be a hindrance for us right now in a hybrid sort of meeting. But if this camera wouldn't have been there, we could have moved very easily on this stage and the platform. So regarding the eye contact was perfectly fine. Your voice modulation was too good about it. You kept changing your tones. It used to go up whenever it required, and it used to come down whenever it required. So overall, a very good project. Wish you good luck for your future projects. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gulam Kadir, for your wonderful, comprehensive evaluation of Toastmaster Megawar's speech. Now let's go towards the next speech, and that is none other than by me. So my speech evaluator is Toastmaster Ali Hasnain Baba. So over to you, the evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster. I believe I am loud and clear.
Yes, you are.
Absolutely.
The annoying speeches, the juggernauts who are here to make our lives miserable. The fertility rate per minute is 90 words. And many more gems from your speech. I would say I was really amazed by the way you delivered your speech. And if I were to give the highlights of the speech, I would say the vocal variety and the humor you added right in line with the pathway. That was amazing. Your energy level was way too high, and that kept the audience engaged. Eye contact was, I believe, was good enough. And as compared to previous speeches, you improved a lot in terms of eye contact. Then one new thing that applies only to your speech was content creativity. I would say you were really creative in coming up with the content, especially in the terms of humor. Content creativity was amazing. Stage comfort, I could feel that. But it was really hard to find any kind of area of improvement. but just I could come up with two areas. One was like meaningful space utilization. You were moving around on the stage. That was good, but it would be better if you make the movement meaningful. Then the gestures, like you said, to solve a problem, they would create a problem. You would add more gestures to make it more engaging. And I would say you wonderfully summed up the qualities of the juggernauts. The best plan is to ignore them. A wonderful conclusion. Looking forward to more humorous, creative, and full of energy speeches. The thing that I personally learned from you was the very high level of energy. I think everyone in Toastmasters need to learn from you that high level of energy. Looking forward to more projects. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ali Hassan Babar. So now let's move towards our next speech, that is by Toastmaster Sashweb, and his evaluator is Toastmaster Javed Bhatti.
As anticipated, obsolete must go. And today, Toastmaster Saab, you were above average. You were extraordinary. This is the best speech I have seen from you as of till now. Wow, bravo, brilliant. I mean, I'm running out of adjectives. Toastmaster Saad, great opening, first of all. You used a prop, and instantly when you brought that paper in your hand and you asked, what is that? And everybody was gripped. So great opening there. You had the presence of mind to address both the audiences when you showed the paper to the camera and to the audience. I like that. So there was a display of some various particular aspect I enjoyed the most in this speech. You raised some very thought-provoking questions about our education system. For instance, when you asked a question, why do we write A, B, C, D and not the other way around? This is very thought-provoking. Also, you displayed confidence and control in your speech. When you asked a question from the audience about their children ages, and you were anticipating an answer in a yes, but the answer came into negative, and most of the time, any speaker can fall victim to speech anxiety or forget the content, but you turned it around very well, and you turned it into a humorous event. That was very good. And there was also some personal storytelling in there when you used the example of internship you did in 2018. So all in all, the content was very creative and very engaging throughout. I noticed one thing, that you were holding the piece of paper and the pen throughout your speech. And I think I was wondering, why are you doing that? But you brought it in use in your conclusion when you said, a piece of paper cannot decide my fate, and you tear it down. But as a suggestion, I would say that you can put that paper maybe in your pocket and you let your hands free of those props so that you can move around and use your hand gestures as freely as you like. Apart from that, I didn't find any other area of improvement in this speech. I must commend you for an amazing speech delivery, amazing content writing. I thoroughly enjoyed this project. All in all, you were able to connect with the audience, which was the main object and objective of this particular project. So congratulations, and I wish you all the best for your next.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Javed Bhatti, for your very cogent evaluation. Now let's move towards our next evaluator, Toastmaster Majid Akhtar. He's going to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Naveed Aslam. Over to you, Toastmaster Majid Akhtar.
Toastmaster Naveed. Well, speaking in front of public is a challenge, and speaking in front of a public platform where people are interrupting you is actually more difficult. So in today's project, you showed us your skill set. You showed that how focused you are when you are delivering your projects. You started your speech with a story. You started with the little history of Pakistan and how Pakistan was coming on the picture of the world.
Came into
And
being.
then there was a sudden eruption. Normally, when people are presenting in front of publics, they are nervous. So when people are interrupting, their nervousness get to lose control, and you tend to just lose your focus. But the way you managed the initial abruption was talking to that gentleman, and that way, that gentleman was pushed back to in the zone of being disciplined as an audience. So then you continue. The second best part was that that first abruption did not let you lose your focus, and you continued with your flow, because initially when people get to have interruption, so normally people tend to forget their flow and they are mostly unable to connect the speech from the abruption point. But the way you connected the speech from that spot was amazingly done once again. So one thing which was a little disturbing was the signal issue. We were not able to listen to the speech with continuation due to the signals issue. But despite that, the moments you were audible.
Hey, Majid, I can't hear you.
But you not only maintain your composure, but you also very intelligently talked to that interrupter who was challenging with your fact, and you told your source of information, which was again nicely done. Then you again, without any interruption, without any abruption, you continued your story, which is remarkably done. Overall, it was a project which was very successfully completed. You have showed the skill that despite the number of people you are facing and despite the number of interrupting audience you are dealing with, you have the skill set to continue with your presentation without any abruptions. Only one thing, if I would have added in your speech, then that would have added remarkable colors in your speech, and that would have been the vocal variety. I think that part, if that part was also made into the speech, then your speech would have been an unforgettable experience. Overall, I would like to congratulate you on completing your project and keep speaking at these coming meetings as well.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Majid Akhtar, for a wonderful evaluation. Now let's move towards our last evaluator, Toastmaster Naveed Aslam, and he is going to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Ali Hasnan Babar. Over to you, Toastmaster Naveed Aslam.
Thank you very much, TM Asher. TM Ali Hasnan Baba delivered, you have delivered two impromptu speeches and deliver your project, The Power of Impromptu Speech. You did a great job around impromptu speaking on both the topics. Both of the speeches were well delivered with fluency. You picked the right words and sentences. Impromptu speaking is very difficult, but you, in terms of the speaking ability, choosing the right words, you did a great job. There was clarity in your voice. Your eye contact was phenomenal, very good. And I find you very composed and comfortable. As a feedback, what I want to share in order for you to reach to the next level of public speaking is that you might want to improve a little bit of your voice modulation and your vocal variety. One thing that I have noticed is that the project was around adding humor, and which I didn't find any of the speeches that you have delivered. So it would be good to basically add some anecdotes or the humor into your impromptu speaking. It will
go with the kind of the project in hand and make it more relevant. On an overall basis, your delivery style is very good and you have delivered a wonderful project. Thank you very much. Over to you, Mr. Janal Verovich.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Naveed Aslam. So now the juggernauts of evaluation is come to a halt. So uh, I would ask the timer is everyone is qualified, Toastmaster Hibaris.
Yes, everyone has qualified. I'll just call out the individual time of the speech evaluators. The first one was TM Unusa Kabul. Her time is 1 minute 19 seconds. The second one is TM Ghulam Qadir. His time is 2 minutes 50 seconds. Sorry, 2 minutes 50 seconds. The third speaker is TM Ali Hasnain Babar. His time is 2 minutes 5 seconds. And the fourth one is TM Javed Bhatti. His time is 2 minutes 44 seconds. The fifth one was TM Majid Akhtar, around 3 minutes. And TM Naveed Aslam was the last one, 1 minute 32 seconds. All the speech evaluators have qualified. Everyone can vote.
Thank you so much, Rahiba Rais. Now I would like to ask vote counter to please float the vote ballots so everyone can vote. To call some of my assistants who are on specific roles. First of all, I would like to invite distinguished Toastmaster Tala bin Hamid for his role of grammarian and word master. Over to you, sorry. My bad. My bad. I just missed my friend, my distant friend, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali, who is the table topic evaluator. So over to you, sir.
Thank you, Latif. Speak up your phone. Yeah, Latif is not active, I think.
Do we have Latif?
Where is Latif?
Yes, where is Toastmaster Latif? Yes, he's here.
Latif is there.
Good evening, friends, and congratulations. This 900 meeting really makes a difference between other clubs and the club where I am member for. Such a proud moment. How much I have learned within this few meetings of mine which I have attended. Now, my role as a table topic evaluator, I was completely thinking that when this will come as a Toastmaster to evaluate or to make a story about DTM Talha bin Hamid, this juggernaut, Mr. Juggernaut, will be a difficult one. But how well our first table topic speaker, TM Majid Akhtar, made it humorous. First, I thought he will say that while seeing 900 people, DTM Talha might will take us a good speech, which will go first north, then maybe to south, east, west, and then he will say, okay, you have to visit your mind. That is normally DTM Talha's speech. But very well said. I like one very good TM Majid, which was you made him to live again as a groom. As the story moved forward, TM Imran Raza, while the crowd was yelling, I understand that it was difficult for DTM Talha to make and for you to make a story to follow ahead. And you could have exaggerated a lot. But what I have noticed in your speech today was I think you had some steps remaining to complete of the day. And you were trying to walk around that stage too much to achieve that target. In fact, I loved after seeing you long time on stage, how well you have made this an event that there is a bomb and that is why people were running. TM Noreen, Initially, I understand because there was a lot of different difficulties during the Zoom meetings start, but how well you have covered up things, and you made it little serious that you will call up 112 and make sure that this is all sorted, and it was just a dream. But for a minute, I was thinking, because I was following the story, so I was thinking maybe you are also in that room with DTM Talha. Then I had Toastmaster Fakir, I believe, and I felt that his illusion of 900 people and then the flash of what he make us to think was really good. Well, he made us back to what it was important, that he's in a dream. Guest Moise, he tried his best. I'm sure you are not too much adept with Toastmasters International, but yes, over here we have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes, and you are my dear brother, so I know you very well. You could have made a story of everything. Now everything, all of a sudden, when stories are right and left, there should be a director who knows how to end it well. And TM Imran Rana, you ended very well. And you made sure that 900 people are still alive and running when DTM Talha goes back to office and places where he has to be available. So thank you very much, everyone. Very encouraging topic. Kudos to President, and enjoy this journey. I should be witnessing 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 meetings of KTC. Enjoy the journey. Stay blessed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. Now let's call the roll holders. Our first roll holder is none other than distinguished Toastmaster Talha bin Hamid, and he is the grammarian and also the wordmaster.
Hello, everyone. So, yeah, is this deliberate, Toastmaster sir? I don't think so. Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, so first of all, again, sincere apologies. The internet is wreaking havoc with us, but we are trying to do our best to continue the meeting as smoothly as possible. And before I start my session, let me just say that the reason that you're able to witness this meeting at all is holding the phone in his hand, our BBBR Toastmaster Saad Shre. So thank you so much, Saad, for ensuring that meeting goes on no matter what. So yeah, today, I don't know, I found a fatal flaw in Toastmasters logic. Why do they pair grammarian and wordmaster together? And people who should know better, why they opt for both the roles simultaneously? Because today, I don't know whether to note down the word of the day usage or to note down grammatical errors or to note down good usages of the language. So, but again, I'll try. So first of all, let me point out the grammatical errors that I spotted, though there were very few, and suggested corrections. Okay, the first is practice into animal kingdom would have been within the animal kingdom with equal proportion, could have been by equal proportion. Be healthy, go to the moon. Okay, that was a good usage. They seem 9 children per female. There's nothing technically wrong with this phrase, but these days this is at least 9 types of wrong. So perhaps you could have said nine children per family. So could have been better. Rudeness was engrossed. Could have been embossed. Walk on the path. Walk on this path. Walk along this path. Made it. I don't know. I can't read my writing. Okay. Supporter of me. My supporter. Not much good. Not better. Woke up, and completely thinking, completely convinced. So those were the grammatical errors and suggested corrections. Now some good usages. An unforgettable experience my distant friend. Keep your thoughts positive, remarkable colors, explore the universe, decipher, cogent evaluation. To solve a problem, first create a problem. Battling with some disease. Not everyone can walk on this path. Pinpoint solutions. Unfortunately, you are late. Ever wonder what is your biggest fear? You always spoke your heart out. Obsolete must go. And now, finally, word of the day was used a total of 14 times so far. Toastmaster Ali Ashar Ranjum, you used it 6 times. Toastmaster Ghulam Qadir, Toastmaster Javed Bhatti, Toastmaster use it once at least. Toastmaster Latif used it twice. Toastmaster Ali Hassan Baba used it twice. Toastmaster Saad used it once. And Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Asghar, perhaps used it more than once, but I could note down only one usage. With that, over to you, General Webb.
Okay. Now let's move our second role holder, that is our accounter, and she is Toastmaster Anam Kadri.
Thank you so much, Mr. Toastmaster. So today, for the report for today are that I actually divided the context into 4 sections: the use of and ums, the use of repetitive words, the use of okay, and the inappropriate use of so and you know. So based on that, our TMOD, the TM Asghar, did 6 hours, 1 repetitive word. DTM Talha, 5 hours and 3 so and. TM Hiba, 3 hours and ums and 1 repetitive word and 3 so and you know. TM Urusa, 5 hours. TM Javed, 2 hours and 2 and so. TM Velaram, 1 hour and 6 repetitive words. TM Ali Ashar, 2 repetitive words and 3 so and. TM Saad, 3 so and. TM Naveed, 5 hours and ums and 1 so and. TM Ali Hasnan, 4 hours and ums, 2 repetitive words and 3 inappropriate use of so and. TM Majid, 6 hours, 1 repetitive word and 4 you know. TM Noreen, 2 repetitive words. TM Imran Rana, 2 hours. TM Ghulam Qadir, 1 repetitive word. TM Latif, 3 so and. TM Bakar, 1 and . Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you so much, TM Anand Kadri, for your intelligent and report. Now let's move towards our listener, and that is Toastmaster Azhar Khan.
Okay, I guess everyone. My first sentence is law of derivation. Really guess who said this.
Toastmaster Javed.
Okay, it's right. Okay. Second thing is one person use paper can't decide my future. This is a simple, very easy to do. Okay. Trust on system around political system and
Yes, Naveed.
yeah, that's great. Back to the journey.
Back to the journey.
Anyone?
Toastmaster Latif.
Yes. You are looking for?
Again, an accusation.
Give distance to my notepad.
Accusation again.
I'm writing for my memorized, not yours. Sir, this is my first time and he is looking at my notes. It's a cheating. How can I be a confidence man? I always nervous. Sorry. Okay. So I'm very confused all time. Turn off my paper and he's looking. Okay. Don't feel the neglect.
Don't feel the
Neglect. Neglect. Yes. Okay. Okay. Time of Pakistan, time of independence. Nobody remained silent. Sorry. What starting 1947? Everyone. It's a guess. It's a guess. No? Sir, this is my first time. No, I'm confused. Also, Sal is looking here now. What should I do? Okay.
I'm quiet.
Mother shouts on. Mother shout on. Annoying.
Toastmaster Aliash.
No.
I'm not cheating. I'm not even looking.
Yes, of course. Okay. Largest setback corruption in resulting.
Sultan Naveed.
It's a very repetition or sorry. Okay. Never give up.
Toastmaster.
Stephen Cole.
Velaram. Toastmaster Velaram.
Bowers. Okay. Last a great fight last night. Last a fight, a great fight.
Toastmaster Imran Rana.
Majid Akhtar.
Toastmaster Mark. Yes. And stay positive.
Toastmaster Velaram.
But he emphasizes on this.
Toastmaster GQ.
No, Toastmaster Velaram.
No, Alisha is better.
Okay, now let's move towards our timer for that report. I guess she already had given his report in between the
So
sessions.
I will give it in detail this time. PM Aliasha. Okay, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The session started at 6:45. When I joined, it had already begun, and DTM Talha was saying something as per the tradition goes. And since he has the most powerful role after the president, so he has the most authority to say anything. Anyways, I hope DTM Talha doesn't. Anyway, the session started at 6:45. The prepared speeches were the first session which happened. The first speaker, TM Javed Bhatti, 5 minutes 15 seconds. TM Velaram Megwar, 5 minutes 55 seconds. TM Aliasha Anjum, 6 minutes 18 seconds. TM Sar Shoaib, 7 minutes 32 seconds. TM Naveed Aslam, 9 minutes 22 seconds, and TM Ali Hasnain Babar, 2 minutes and 1 minute 45 seconds. So in all, the prepared speakers were qualified. TM Sanchim just took 2 more seconds, then 7 minutes 30 seconds. And in the table topic speeches, TM Majid Akhtar, 1 minute 25 seconds. TM Imran Raza, 1 minute 18 seconds. TM Noreen Fatma, 1 minute 8 seconds. TM Bakar Raza, 1 minute 28 seconds. Guest Muiz, which is to be skipped, his time was 52 seconds. And TM Imran Raza, 1 minute 31 seconds. The last session was general evaluation, which started at 7:33. And the first part was of the speech evaluators. Urusa Kaval, she took a time of 1 minute 19 seconds. Speech evaluator number 2, Olam Kadir, 2 minutes 50 seconds. Speech evaluator number 3, Ali Hasnain Babar, 2 minutes 5 seconds. Speech evaluator number 4, TM Javed Bhatti, 2 minutes 44 seconds. And the speech evaluator number 5, TM Majid Akhtar, 3 minutes. And the last speech evaluator was TM Naveed Aslam. He took around 1 minute and 32 seconds. And the last portion was the table topic evaluation, which was conducted by, I forgot. Can anyone help me?
Toastmaster Latif Mansoor.
Yes, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor. Thank you, TM Naveed. So it was for 4 minutes, 15 seconds. That's about it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Evaluation Khan, for your wonderful timers report. Now it's time for my comments on this meeting number 900. So I am speechless and quite excited because today we have wonderful speakers, diligent reporters, cogent evaluators, and now we are in the final stages of our 900 meeting. So it is a massive achievement for the Karachi Toastmaster. And this all happens due to all the members of the Karachi Toastmaster. The meeting was a bit late. We have to, we should start it at around 6:30, but we started at 6:45. But now it's 9:20. The rest for all of us, and thank you all. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Ali Ashar, for this wonderful session you have. With this, this is the end of our today's session. I would like to say goodbye to all of you from my side, and I want to hand over the charge to the president of the club. Over to you, TM Rusa.
TM Asghar, before, can you call out the vote for the Big Four as well?
Oh, yes, the Big Four, please. Well, I'm the part of the Big Four, and I'm not unfortunate it is. The Big Four, please vote for the Big Four. This is the last voting for you. The Big Fours are TM Asghar, you're truly, TM Urusa Kamal, Table Topic Master, TM the Table Topic Evaluator, TM Latif, and lastly TM Ali Ashar as Journal Evaluator. So please cast your vote and allow me to hand over the charge to the President to formally end the session.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Asghar. And I believe we have someone from our district as a guest, and I'd like Toastmaster Samir for his comments about today's meeting, if he has attended, and otherwise also, since he has been a long-standing member of our club. So Toastmaster Samir.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Arusa. I'm sorry I joined in a bit late, in fact, quite late, for the simple reason that I was in a meeting from hell, and I already told Tala about it. Yeah, it was a meeting from hell, but anyway, I've told Tala about it, and I reached home very late, and as soon as I reached home, I logged on. 900, wow, what a milestone, what a milestone. Congratulations. And once again, and I think you're doing a wonderful job as a president, and I think you are going to go places in Toastmasters, Toastmaster Arusa. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Samir, for those lovely words. Other than that, we don't have any guests, so the votes, they're still almost. So let's do the Critics' Choice first. The Critics' Choice speaker, which is based on the international speech ballot. So who do you think won today? Any ideas?
Javed Bhatti.
Oh. Yeah, Toastmaster. No idea. All right. So the best speech, according to the international ballot, was Toastmaster Ali Ashar. And choice facilitator, our debutante listener, Toastmaster. And would you like to say something, PQD? Since the votes are still being.
Yeah. So one of the joys of a in-person meeting is that votes are in person as well. So they are being counted. Once again, I thank you all for your attendance of today's historic meeting. Uh, Today, we faced a very, very tough internet situation at the hotel. And I suspect that the problem
We again lost
was
connection.
much wider because I came across a news item that one of the underground cables near Egypt. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not asking you. Okay, the guys online count, you don't count. Okay, so I've heard, I came across the news that some underground internet cable has been cut. I don't know which cable has been cut, but in Beach Luxury, we have a simulation of a cable accident every week. This time it was far too accurate. But again, I thank you all for sticking by. And as far as any announcements are concerned, nothing in particular at the moment, but I will just uh, give a heads up that we will assess the internet situation at this place and only then decide to go for a hybrid meeting next week because this experience was not good at all. Also, the 900th meeting. Now, most of us in this meeting, including myself, are barely at most 4 or 5 years old in this club. We have someone really old. And no, Didi and Samir, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about someone even older. Toastmaster for far longer than any of us. So when you talk about a 900 meeting, the contribution is by each and every member who ever became a member. The contribution is by anyone who ever attended a meeting. And above all, the contribution is by the founder of the club, DTM, Dr. Salim. And also people who took the club forward with him. So they are so numerous for Karachi Toastmasters Club that we don't even know their names. But we remember you, all of you, in our thoughts, in our prayers, in our good wishes, because of all of you, we are here today celebrating the 900th meeting of the club. I would also like to extend my sincere gratitude to the president and the executive committee and the members who took on every challenge known to mankind during the past year. So, for example, hybrid meetings, for example, having back-to-back combined meetings in addition to the normal meetings. For example, having a 2-day speakathon. For example, having contests one after another. And let me share an interesting tidbit that our first contest, which was a topic contest for the year, was actually held before the district sanctioned the contest. So since I happen to be the PQD, I could not realistically bring it up in the council meeting that, wait, my club has held the contest. So I stayed silent. But all is well that ends well, right? I don't think anybody, oh my God, we have our administration manager here. Oh God, now we are in trouble. So Toastmaster Noreen, forget that you are administration manager right now and just remember that you are a KTC member. And but other than that, the members were there for every situation. The members were there for every event, and we have earned as a club and on behalf of District 122 over the past year countless honors and an unimaginable rise in reputation across the Toastmasters community around the world. And for that, we should all applaud ourselves. So with that, I hand over the charge back to our president, Toastmaster Rusa.
Thank you so much for those words.
So fellow Toastmasters and guests, finally the time has arrived. Finally. Okay, no. Okay, no clock. So the best prepared speaker, Toastmaster Javed Bhatti. The best table topic speaker, any guesses? Toastmaster Bakar. A nice way to be back. The best evaluator, any guesses? Toastmaster Ghulam Kate. Now, the biggest of the big four. Any guesses? Any guesses? Hello.
Toastmaster of the day.
Toastmaster of the day.
By a very small margin, Toastmaster. No. Not a tie. Not a tie. Toastmaster Asghar. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Saad. And with that, it's a wrap. Let's meet next week, same place, same time. And
Thank you everyone for joining. And this time we are deliberately ending the meeting. So